Vigilante Wilson here with the clip from my show. And if you like this clip, please check out the whole podcast, link in the description. This is Aquaman. This is what people want. We talk about masculinity and femininity. He got women into the building because of how he looks, and that's nothing wrong with that. And he was a badass. I didn't see Aquaman, but he came off badass. He should have been Lobo, but he said he was Aquaman. And Aquaman, as you know, has had a history of kind of being made fun of as a character. And I think the past 15, 20 years has done him a lot of good. The Brave and the Bold, that cartoon, did him a lot of good. A lot of he was done well in a lot of the movies. And they're trying to undo all of that. And Aquaman was long thought to be an LGBTQ member in a very disparaging way. And now it looks like they're bringing that stuff back full circle with this art. This is, somebody said earlier, it might have been Fimmer, why, if comics were like The Last Ronin, we wouldn't have the comic industry. This is a visual medium, right? The thing that has killed me about comics this entire time is no matter what race, no matter what gender and gender identity, no matter what these characters are with that, why can't they be drawn properly? Why can't they be designed properly? Why do you get a safe space and a snowflake and a trailblazer and the rest of those new warriors who didn't even come out, who are offensive, legitimately offensive to the groups that they're trying to represent? Why do you get this? Look at this. And to be 100% fair, in the interest of fairness, could I mentioned the Brave and the Bold? Could this be some situation where there's like a comedy twist and it's very fun? Maybe. But is that what you think? This looks like Steven Universe, and we know how fun that fan base is. All right, an alleged first look at the upcoming James Wan produced Aquaman King of Atlantis, an animated miniseries, looks absolutely atrocious and features Aquaman and Mera drawn in that hideous but now classic cow art style. The first look that was shared to Twitter by what's on HBO Max, an account that makes it clear they are not affiliated with or owned by Warner Media. So this is just a kind of an HBO Max fan account. They wrote on Twitter the first promotional image. Sorry for that a second ago. First promotional image of HBO Max's Aquaman King of Atlantis has been released, and we get this. And there's no excuse for this. There's no excuse for this whatsoever. I don't understand how intersectionality means bad art. I understand bad story. I understand a bunch of garbage stories, but if we had good art, I think we would still have a lot of the fan base because this is a visual medium. And there are good artists out there, and they just don't use them. They want to use it. There are good intersectional artists out there. There are good artists who are from every background, who can draw, who can express themselves with art. But that's not who you pick. You pick a style that doesn't work, that has been proven over and over again to fail. And you won't fucking stop. WB has access to money and the very same people that make Young Justice in the DC animated cinematic universe. And the DC TV universe that they had, and the movies that weren't even in their anime universe that they ended up getting rid of. But there's some were good, some were bad. And I don't think their anime universe movies were the best animated movies they made. They had Superman All-Star, they had The Dark Knight Returns, which almost to me I thought was actually better than the comics. Not supposed to say that. But the comic, even though I like the rough art, a lot of people don't. And the story, Frank Miller is a ham-fisted storyteller. He misses out on details all the damn time. So the movie filled a lot of that in. They have access to that type of talent. They have access to Bruce Timm. They have access to, I have a clip that I play from, it's actually, I screenshotted it from the freaking, is this the right one? Yeah, I screenshotted this from the HBO Max stream.
No, Dick. This is my hunt.
Now, how much better does that look than this? And that's not a physical Abby style. You want to say Abby, not Abby Smash, but like where everyone's all abs and super chesticles out. You know what I mean? Look how much better. I'll give you one more go at that. One more go. Look how much better this looks than this.
No, Dick. This is my hunt.
See, you can see Robin's emotions. He was because if you in the context of that show episode, great episode. I think it's I Am the Night. Or am I mixing that up with the Brave and the Bold? But anyways, it's about Batman. Commissioner Gordon. To spoiler alert, I don't have the Jake DD. Spoiler alert: Commissioner Gordon ends up in the hospital. Batman ends up depressed. The Penguin. He's reading the newspaper. Penguin gets off because of a technicality or something. And he's wondering if he should even be Batman while shit's going down. And eventually Robin's had enough of him wallowing. He's gonna do it, but then Batman gets up and say, "No, Robin, this is my hunt." But Robin, because they were playing through their friction. You see that level of frustration on Robin's face, and that little bit of details. Just you're not gonna get that from this Cal Arts piece of crap. I mean, Aquaman was always cool. He was a badass. Only really people thought he was a joke because of the 60s cartoon. But now he's going to be a joke again. Fuck. Yeah, the 60s cartoon did him no favors, but people still liked him. He still got popularity. Oh, man, he's your favorite. Why are they doing this to my dude? He made my damn childhood. This brings tears to my soul. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. This is going to be the hardest part of this whole experience, and it's hard even for me. Is trying to be apathetic to something that you cared so much about because they're using it as a weapon. They're using the things you love as a weapon. What's happening to us is, it's something that happens to our heroes. If you ever saw that, we talked about the anime universe. It's off of the storyline Tower of Babel, but Justice League Doom, in which all of the Justice League's weaknesses are being used against them. We're the Justice League who have in our weaknesses, the things that we love, the things we care about, the country we care about, used against us. You know what I mean? We have to navigate this world. So I'm sorry, Fimmer, that sucks. Yeah, they literally have the access to the best. Why are they doing this Cat Arts thing? Why is a company that's 150 billion with a B for boy? Why in the world are they wasting money on something they know will fail? And intersectionality, my ass. If you want to make this intersectional, make it look fucking good. All right, seriously regrets the past 15, 20 years. Compare this to Aquaman, the X-Men from the 90s, or even X-Men from the 2000s, X-Men Evolution, or X-Men, it was X-Men Evolution, and then Wolverine X-Men. Look at those cartoons, and look at this. It's night and day. X-Men in the 90s is a million times better than modern stuff. Great stuff. There's a video roundtable that you can find fairly recent of the X-Men voice actors telling stories together, and there's some clips from some of the ones who have passed, and it's a very, very cool thing for anyone who's a fan of that show and a fan of the X-Men, so you should check that out. Hell, Gomer Kyle. Hell, Fathead Druid. How you doing, man? How you doing? Oh, man. Yeah, I said, hey, so you're late. What are they doing to Aquaman? This is Aquaman. This is Mirror. Now, to be fair, Mirror's played by Amber Turd, so no one likes her. Who cares if she's got a unibrow? But this is what they're doing to Aquaman. This art. They're making him look like this. They have access to the best artists in the world. They have access to the same people who made Young Justice, DC animated universe, the DC movies that were outside their animated cinematic universe, and the DC animated television universe from the Bruce Timm 90s and 2000s era. They have access to all of those minds, all of those artists, all of the talent, all of the new best talent that comes out. And Charlie Snogans, if you ever seen him, he does a lot of Commonsgate stuff. He's a brilliant artist. They have access to any artist that you can possibly imagine, but they pick Cal Arts garbage every single time, and I do not understand it. I don't get it. Yeah, you saw us earlier. The artwork's an absolute joke, and you guys say hi to each other. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. I want someone to come and explain this to me, even from a intersectional standpoint. Like, I understand, even though it's evil, I understand why we have so much wokeness, even though it loses money. There are shadow puppet people paying for it. He was mentioned earlier, Emperor Palpatine rhymes a little bit with Oreos, but if you just say Oros, oh wait, But yeah, that guy, he's one of many. He's the name game. He's the figurehead, but there's a lot of people putting it in that pot. A lot of people putting even more than him, believe it or not. Okay, there's a shadowy Cobra is funding this. The international bankers who are different races and nationalities, believe it or not, different groups. There's a lot of different groups together ruining our lives. But okay, we're evil. We want to put evil messages in everything, or intersectional messages in everything, and destroy society, right? Wouldn't you at least make that a little bit more palatable with the art and the visuals and be a little bit more subtle? Wouldn't you try, even if you're just pure evil, pure just we don't even care about these beliefs. We're just trying to watch the world burn. We're just trying to subjugate the people, turn them on to gray blobs. Wouldn't you use good art to do it? That's a simple question. I'm telling you, even if you're the most evil, socialist, intersectional, billionaire, trillionaire fund genius, and we're funding all this evil stuff, and even though this company's $150 billion in debt, we'll fund this intersectional show. We'll fund Batwoman's third season. Wouldn't you use better artists, especially artists? I understand using shitty people in a production for a film or something because it costs money, but you can still get good art for cheap. And they just don't want to. They want to give us garbage. They truly do. A little bit for Kim Possible. And Kim Possible looks better than this. Maybe, I haven't seen this in motion. I don't know how the animation is going to look. Actually, let me get off camera for a second. So I can read. I'm okay with how Mira looks, but Arthur, you know what? Fuck it. I ain't gonna be mad at this. This is what they want to get attention from Anger. Don't fall. That's how Teen Titans Go made it. Yeah, they are. That's another thing they are doing, and maybe that is why we got art like this, to rage bait us into caring about their content. Hell, I'll bring Aquaman back, maybe not as DC, but as a parody. Still pose the spirit of the character. Fuck them all. Yeah, you're the future. You're the future, Fimmer. You're the future you're the person we need to replace this stuff with. Hell, this is just Aquaman art. This looks recent. This looks a lot better. Why can't we get stuff that looks like this? And I get, this is probably going to be a kid show, kid oriented. But Batman animated series was kid oriented. X-Men the comics, or X-Men the cartoon animated series, that was for kids. That was for kids. It was for people my age in the 90s. And it was good, and people liked it. And it didn't insult its intelligence. It didn't insult the older brothers or the parents who may be watching with their kids. It made something it made something intellectually stimulating for people of all ages. They didn't insult the intelligence of their youthful audience, and they used art that looked good. You can still make something for kids look good. They choose not to. And you know what, Fenrir? I think you're right. I think it is a rage-based situation. Thank you for watching the video. If you like this, please check out the whole podcast. Link in the description. If you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe, please do so. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about the video. And even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching, and thank you for your time. God bless.